This video is sponsored by my OnlyFans, where I do my meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. And hi guys, and welcome to Gigi Reviews. With me is once again my dear friend Logan, who is very good at anime stuff, and I'm going into anime Saitama and all those things. So
Yeah, I mean that's anime, Saitama and all.
Saitama and a little bit of the manga, one every 5 weeks when I travel on the subway. So let's see this, and Logan's going to provide some info as well. So let's see it.
は墜落します。速やかに脱出してください。
何が起きたの？墜落ってどういうこと？バッシュ
Creator
ない
of what?
大好きよ、二人とも。
First time.
レブ
But it's not
Well, I do think it's CGI definitely.
兄がいるんだ。ミリオンズナイブス。ずっと東の果て。そこに安らぎる。
Okay, I will have
バッシュ。お前は変わらない。口先だけの妄想主義じゃない。僕も誰も殺さない。
Trigun Stampede.
お前は共犯者だ。そうだろう？
Bash this time.
バッシュ。
If you hear it Bash, it's because they don't have V in Japan. So
Uh-huh. Okay, so let us have it, Logan. I mean, what is this? Where is the original animation from?
well, from Japan.
No,
So
that's
the-
not what I meant. I mean,
Well,
what is the story behind this?
Trigun is originally a manga from 1995, created by Yasuhiro Nigaun, sorry about the name, and then the anime adaptation is from 1998 with 26 episodes, and in 2010 there was one full-length anime, I think, yes. Land of Rumble, was it called, or something like that? Again, Trigun and Land of Rumble. So the story is about this guy that we see there, Vash the Stampede, who is a very famous bounty hunter, but he's also wanted. Everything happens on a planet called No Man's Land, or in the anime they actually called it Gunsmoke for some reason. And the world is like a steampunk western thingy. I mean, you have these like cowboys, but the technology looks like steampunk. He has a cybernetic arm, for example. And it's very, again, it's like an homage to American culture because of the western things and things there. That's why it's actually, again, very relatable to
The revolver.
Western cultures, yes, because Japanese like for some reason American culture, and this is one of the animes that actually pays homages to that, just like Cowboy Bebop, you know. So these two, actually, Cowboy Bebop and the original Trigun, are one of the high things again that people must see. So, and shortly the story is that, I mean, Vash and his brother Knives, which is an interesting name.
Knives?
Knives, yes, Knives. They grew up on this like a space station here that they show us. This story in the manga we don't see in the beginning. We just see it way back in the manga. In the anime,
バッシュ。ない。
much later in the episode what actually happened between them. So the two of them, for some reason, I don't remember what was the reason, but the two of them actually grow slower. I mean, they get older slower than the others on the space station. And this girl that we see there, Ren, is actually the one that is watching how they grow up. She's like a scientist, and they get very attached. And Vash has something like a supernatural power. I think it was called angel hand or something like that. That it's better not to use, but but he used it once. And from the beginning, you can see that Vash is actually more kind-hearted. He's like a pacifist and all. So his brother is not. They have really different views on life. And later, when this space capsule port or no base, yes, it was when they crushed and they separate and they become two different people. So Vash becomes this great bounty hunter who also has a bounty on his head. Is $60 billion double dollars in this world. The money are called double dollars with double dollar sign. They
Jesus.
have it. So 60 million for his head. That's the biggest price ever, of course. And everybody tries to capture him, but he also tries to capture other guys. But he do it in a very pacifistic way. I mean, he has the gigantic gun there, but when he shoots like that so that he actually does something that stabs the bad guy, but without hurting them exactly. But it still looks awesome. I mean, the gunfights in the original anime are really great. I hope that they do the same thing here because this looks even more spectacular for that
Yes.
part. And of course, in the original anime, you have in the end the big battle between him and Knives, which is just great. I mean, you stay like that and you're out at every single place that you can watch. And from what I see here, so this is again done by the original creator. And as far as I know, he said that it's going to be like same story, just with some changes. So it's still Trigun. I mean, so whatever people say here, I think we can't say anything because it's the original creator. Usually people will complain, but you know, if it's not the original creator, so he is again behind this. And we can clearly see a redesign of the characters because in the original anime and the manga, he looks, you know, his head is a bit more up like that, and with a gigantic coat, he has that just this ridiculously large. It's like the cape of Spawn, for
Yeah, it's
example.
kind of like he.
Yeah,
Andrew
exactly.
says he doesn't like the new art style and the
I was thinking
CGI.
about that probably because I think that many, you know, classic anime fans will complain about that.
I love it,
This is
but this is just me.
you like CGI, yes.
Yeah, because I do like CGI in general.
This is a relatively new thing in anime that they're using. I mean, they use it the same Studio Orange did, and Beastars, which was a very famous anime 2 or 3 years ago. It's about, you know, anthropomorphic creatures and things like that, which is a great story actually.
Anthropomorphic
Yeah, I
creatures.
mean, they look like people, but you know, they're wolf and sheep and rabbits and things like that. They just behave
Uh-huh.
like people, you know.
Okay.
And it's a great story. And they use this style there. Uh, and at first I was also kind of, huh? Then I watched it. You can see again it's drawing, but it's CGI drawing with cell shading. We can see, you know, the
What is cell
shade. Cell
shading?
shading is when you can see, like over here, for example, look at his hair. You can see that it's CGI, but you also have the shadowing effect there. So you can see it still looks like a drawing for this part. So,
It's the 2D effect of shadows,
yeah.
basically.
So, and for now, I kind of like it. Just
That is too simplistic, though, isn't it?
exactly, yes. But again, that's why they're using it cheaper, faster. So that's why many people don't like it. Actually, in anime and manga, you have to be a bit more. But to be fair, though, the first anime had again a bit lower budget, but it still looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Looks okay here. I mean,
It's a style. It's a vector style, actually. That's very,
kind of
very
like that, exactly. Yeah.
vectorized.
So I think that people will complain not so much of actually that it's CGI, but of the redesigns. But again, the original creator also behind this. He probably wanted to be different. Otherwise, why making a new thing out of something that you already have, and that people still watching even today? I mean, this is more than how many years for the, and he was very excited to announce that. So the story is really great if they do the same. You know, the gunfights in the same way. And something that is typical for Vash, like many actually anime characters, is that
Look at that.
he's both, you know, very heroic and brave, but at the same time goofy. He literally has moments in which he becomes like a goofball in the original anime and the manga.
Goofball.
Yeah, but then comes the
So-
moments that he actually gets serious, and you can't believe that these are the same people. I think that many people didn't believe at first in India,
In
the anime,
India?
that in the anime,
Uh-huh,
in the
not
original
in
anime, that
India.
in India, no. They didn't believe that this is actually Vash the Stampede because they said, but how can this guy be the guy who caught all those guys and even destroyed the city. He destroys the city by accident because his brother actually make him to use his power that he shouldn't, so he causes much damage and victims, and that's why they dubbed him Vash the Hurricane or Vash the Tornado or something like that, because all the destruction that he caused. And he's not okay with that because he's a pacifist, as we say, since he grew up. But and sometimes using his pacifistic ways, actually, things get worse. So sometimes he has to see, okay, then I have to use other methods. But he still does prevail, even though, that's why I like it, because he shows, look, I can use this badass gun there to stop by deflecting other bullets or even make a more gigantic bullets. I mean, it's really great. So I
Well,
hope that they will do just the same here.
Andrew
It's a new
says
thing.
that he's still going to give this anime a chance. Cell shaded CGI can look great, like Guilty Gear Strive,
Mhm.
but more times than often it looks shitty in anime. Chibi Logan can watch this anime, I think.
Yeah,
Chibi,
yeah.
what's
I
that?
told you last time, I think. So chibi is when they do the character, with the big head and the small body and the gigantic eyes.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, but you don't have such a version, huh?
Well, he means my son. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he can actually. Here there is no blood and gore and other things like that,
Oh,
or
that's good.
and it's
That's
even
good.
fun when actually Vash does silly goofy things, and it's again like a western thing that it's really really great. That's for the original. I don't know what they're doing here, but it's good that they actually show us that in this story they show us the beginning of the story. So maybe they'll start this time with this, and not like in the original when several episodes ahead. Actually, I think it was 5 episodes before the ending they actually get into the story, so that they tell us, now look at who are Vash and his brother and Knives, and
Mm-hmm.
why they don't like each other and have different views. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, okay, guys. So that is our first coverage on any anime trailer, I think.
Yeah. Let's see
Uh,
how it will go.
yeah, let's see how it will go, and let us know what you think in the comments. Recommendations for other big time animes. I hope, yeah, big time animes. Just let us know in the comments, guys. Andre, feel free to write it down so I can have it and not lose it in the chat. So you can write that down. Bless you, guys. Have an awesome Thursday. Tomorrow.
Yeah, Thursdays tomorrow.
Yes, Thursday. And as always, guys, if you like to support me, links down below to my Jesus Christ,
To my lamp.
to my lab, to my OnlyFans, where I do all of my sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. Also, accepting topics there for whoever needs, me to cover something that will help in any kind of way. So there's that to think about, guys. Patreon, buy me a coffee, all those things. And without being said, guys, yes, I know Ghost in the Shell. Already seen that.
No, he means
Uh,
the anime with the episodes, not the full length.
ah,
Yes.
well, okay. On the list, I guess. And yeah, guys, from me and Logan, bye for now. Have a great evening, guys. Bye bye.